डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आंबेडकर ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी।
Hello everyone, welcome to the Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Open University. We are in the series of the Digital Electronics and Computer Organization, Unit 1, Block 1, that is the number system. Fine. In the last some lecture series, we have seen the different base number like decimal, that is the 10 base number, then binary numbers, that is the 2 base number, then octal, that is the 8 base number, then hexadecimal, that is the 16 base number. Fine. We'll just revise the last series. What is the meaning of the 10 base or decimal number? The 10 base or decimal number is, we have the different symbol from 0 to 9. That means we can use the different symbol from 0 to 9. If we want to use the next number, then we have to use the combination of 0 to 9. Fine. Same way in the hexadecimal number, we have hexadecimal number is the 16 base number. So we have to use the different symbol from 0 to 16, and that's why we are using 10 at the A at the place of 10, 11 at the place of B, 12 at the place of C, and likewise F at the place of 15. Fine. And from the 16 we have to use the combination of the previous symbols, that is 0 to F. That's why we can write 16 like 1 0. Fine. For 32 we will use 2 0. For 32 we will use 2 0. For 48 we will use 3 0, and so on. Fine. Suppose we are having suppose we are taking one example of the number system which has the base 20. This is not introduced and this is not used in the computer science, but I am giving you just example. Then we have to create the different symbol for 16, 17, 18, 19 also. Fine. That means we can extend the symbol like F. F is used for the 16, then G, H, I, J, etc. Fine. And at the place of the 20 we can use the previously used symbol. That is, at the place of the 20 we can use 10, right. Now see, we also have seen the conversion from the one base number to the other base number, like from decimal to binary, binary to decimal, decimal to hexadecimal, hexadecimal to decimal, octal to decimal, octal to hexadecimal. Fine. So also we have seen the importance of the negative numbers. That means how we can represent the negative numbers in the binary system. In the decimal system we can use the signature for the negative numbers, right. Suppose we want to display the 5, but suppose we are writing -5, then first we will use one sign, that is for the negative, and then we will write the 5. But what is the scenario if we are working with the binary numbers? So that is that introduce the 2's complement. 2's complement are used to display the negative numbers into the binary system. Fine. This is about the last some lectures. Also we have seen the fractional number in the binary system, right. Now from in today's lecture we will start the next type of the number, that is the binary coded decimal, right. Now see, what is the binary coded decimal and what is the use of the binary coded decimal? So we will start the binary coded decimal. Okay. One of the most widely used representation of the numeric data is the binary coded decimal. Now where it is used, the where the binary coded decimal is used, it is normally used into the digital display devices. Binary coded decimal are normally used into the digital display devices. Now BCD is also using the 4-bit binary number. Fine. But for each representation of the digit we will use the 4-bit binary number. For each representation of the digit we will use 4-bit binary number. We will see some example on the binary coded decimal or how to display the normal digit into the binary coded decimals. Fine. So we will get the more idea about it, right. Now see, first of all, it is also sometimes written as the 8421 binary coded decimal. Fine. Why will write 8421 to distinguish from the other numbers. Now see, also we can use 4221 into the binary coded decimal. We will see the difference in the next some slide, right? Now this is the example of the binary coded decimal. How will write our number, or how will convert our number to the binary coded decimal? Now see, our decimal number is 247. This is our decimal number. What is the meaning of the decimal number? The decimal number is the 10 base number. Okay. Now what is the difference between binary coded decimal and the binary numbers? So if we want to display this number into the binary number, then we have seen the procedure into the previous some lecture. Fine, we'll divide 247 every time by 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and whatever the remainder, we will keep the track of the reverse of the remainder, and that is our answer. Fine. So we can say that there are a number of bits that used into the binary number. If we want to display 247, then there are used some number of bits. But while we are working on the binary coded decimal, make sure each and every digit is represented separately by 4 bits of the combination of 1 and 0, right? Each and every digit is using 4-bit number. Fine. That means suppose we want to display 7 into the binary coded decimal, we require 4 bits for 7 only. Okay. For 4 also we require the 4 bits, for 2 also we require the 4 bits. I am repeating, suppose this number, this is the 247 is the decimal number. What we mean by the decimal number? This is the 10 base number. Now suppose we want to convert this decimal number to the binary coded decimal representation. Now what will do into the binary coded decimal, or how we can convert the decimal number to the binary coded decimal? For converting any number to the binary coded decimal, first of all we have to separate this digit. We'll separate 7, we'll separate 4, we'll separate 2. Okay. After separation, 7 is representing using 4 bits. That means we have to use the 4 bits. Fine. This is the 8421 format. Okay. How 7 is representing? This is the 8421. Fine. So how 7 is representing? This is 4 plus 2 plus 1. So this is the 7. Okay. Now how will again separately represent 4? By using the 4 bit, right? So how will represent the 4? What is the value? How will convert into the binary? Again we will write 8421, and 8 at the place of the 4 we will keep 1. Fine. So it is the value of the 4 in the binary system. Again for the 2, this is the 1248. Fine. At the place of the 2 we will keep the 2. So it is the whole number, that is the 0010, 0100 and 0111. This is the binary coded representation of the decimal number 247. I am repeating, for the representation or for the conversion from decimal to binary coded decimal, we have to use, first of all we will separate each and every digit in the decimal, and we will use 4 bit to represent a single digit in the decimal. We will see some more example. Fine. So that's why you will get the proper idea. See, first we'll see how to convert 1 digit decimal number to the 8421 binary coded decimal. BCD is the full form of, BCD is the short form of the binary coded decimal number. Okay. These are the places I am already writing 1, 2, 4, 8. Okay. Now suppose we want to represent the 1. What we are doing to represent the 1, we'll just make the last bit on. That means we'll just keep 1 at the last bit. Fine. So it is the value of 1. This 4 bit represent 1, but in the binary coded decimal format. Fine. Suppose we want to display 2. What we'll do again? We'll just make 2 on. That means we'll write 1 in the place of 2. Fine. So it has the value 2. Okay. Now next example is the 3. How will represent? We have to make 2 is on, 1 is on. That means we will have to keep 1 in the place of 2 and 1 in the place of 1 also. So we will keep 0, 0, 1, 1. It's the value of the 3 into the binary coded decimal. 4 will write the 4 1 in the place of the 4, so it simply convert it into the binary coded decimal. 5, so what will do, 4 is on, 1 is on, so we will keep, so we will put 1 0 and 1, this 4 plus 1 is 5. See, there is no difference if we are using the single digit decimal number. If we are using the single digit decimal number, then your binary numbers and your binary coded decimal are same. But what if we are using the 2-digit decimal number? Fine, we will see some example on the 2-digit decimal number. Now see, these are the 2-digit decimal number and we will convert these into the binary coded decimal. Now I am simply asking how we will convert these 11 to the binary number. What we will do? So we are having in the binary system, again the position of the bit is 1 2 4 8, fine, from the left to right side, 1 2 4 8. Now we will have to convert this 11 to the binary. Then first we will have to make our 8 place on, that means we will keep 1 on the place of 8, fine. How many is remaining? 3 is remaining. We have to convert 11 into the binary, okay. So 8 plus 3 is 11. So which is our binary number? It is 1 0 1 1. This is our binary number. Suppose we want to convert 11 to the binary system. What is the answer? The answer is 1 0 1 1, okay. Now what is the difference when we are converting decimal number to the binary coded decimal, okay? Then we can represent this 11 using the 4 bit, fine, but this is the binary coded decimal and that is why we will not do this, fine, because what is the theory behind the binary coded decimal? Each and every digit of the decimal using 4 bits separately, okay. So first we have to represent 1 using 4 bit, this is 0 0 0 1. Again for the previous one we have to use again 4 bits separately, fine. So again we will write 0 0 0 1. So this whole combination, this whole number, that is the 0001 0001 representing 11 into the binary coded decimal. I am repeating, if we will convert this 11 to the binary, simply binary numbers, then the answer is 1011, okay, the answer is 1011. But if we will convert this decimal to the binary coded decimal, then the answer is 0001 0001. This is the difference between binary number system and binary coded decimal number system. We will see some more examples, so we will get the idea. Suppose we want to display 15, fine, suppose we want to display 15. Now see, 15 is the decimal number and suppose we want to display 15 in the binary system, okay. What we will do? 8 plus 4 it is 12, 12 plus 2 it is 14 and 14 plus 1 it is 15. So we will make this 4 bit on, that means we will write 1 1 1 1, okay. So 1 1 1 1 is the answer of binary number, 1 1 1 1 is the answer of binary number but from the decimal number, that means we have converted 15 to 1 1 1 1 binary number. We have converted decimal number 15 to the 1 1 1 1 binary number. Now we will see again what will be possible in while we convert this 15 to the binary coded decimal, okay. So again we have to use the 4 bit number for each and every digit. We have to use 4 bit number, 4 bits for each and every digit, fine. That means 5 have to use 4 bit. To represent the 5 we have to use the 4 bit. For representing this one we have to use the 4 bit. So what we will do? We have to first display the 5. So how will display the 5? We have to make this 4 1 and this 1 1. 4 plus 1 it is 5. Now again what is left? 1. So we will make 0 0 0 1, fine. So now it will convert it, now it is already converted to the binary coded decimal. So the answer of binary coded decimal of the decimal number 15 is 00010101. Okay, I am repeating, if we want to convert 15 into simply binary, then the answer is 4 times 1. But if we want to convert 15 into binary coded decimal, then it is 00010101. We will see some more example on the 2 digit. Fine. Suppose we want to represent the 30. Now we will, now I think you all clear with the binary system. So we will just see the example how to convert this to the binary coded decimal. Okay. So what we can do, we have to use 4-bit representation to display this 0. We have to use 4-bit representation to display this 3. Fine. So we will use 0 0 0 0 to display this 0, and we will use 0 0 1 1 to display this 3. Fine. Sorry. Now next our example is 88. We have to convert this 88, that is the decimal number, into the binary coded decimal. So what we will doing, how we will display the 88, we will use 4-bit number, 4 bits to represent this 8 and 4 bits to represent this 8. Fine. Now how will represent this, how will represent the 8, it is 1 0 0, and how will represent this 8, this is again 1 0 0. We will see some more example. Okay, so I will get your idea clear. Next we will see the example of the 3-digit decimal number, and we are going to convert this 3-digit decimal number to the binary coded numbers. Fine, to the BCD. Now see, we are having the first number, that is the 456. Okay, we are having the first number, that is the 456. I am repeating again, we have to display, we have to use 4-bit number for the representation of the 6. We have to use 4-bit number for representation of the 5. We have to use the 4-bit to representation of the 4 separately. So first we will represent 6 using the 4-bit, then we represent 5 using the 4-bit again, then we represent 4 using again the 4-bit. So what is the value of 6? This is 4 plus 2, it will become 6. So we will make 1 1 over here. Okay, this is 6 is complete. Now we want to display the 5 in the binary coded decimal. So 8 4 2 1 will make 4 and 1 1, and next is the 4 will make simply 0 1 0 0. So the whole number, that means 0 1 0 0, 0 1 0 1 and 0 1 1 0. This is the representation, this is the BCD representation of the decimal number 456. I am repeating, 0 1 0 0, 0 1 0 1 and 0 1 1 0. This is the BCD representation of the decimal number 456. We will see one more example. We are using the 3-digit decimal number. Our decimal number is 700 in the next example. Okay. Again what we are doing, we will represent 0, we will represent 0 and we will represent 7, but each digit is occupied 4-bit. Okay. So it is 0 0 0 0, 0 0 0 0, and for the 7 we will use the 0 1 1 1. I think now your idea and now your concept is clear. Fine. Next is the grey code. This is also the different number system. Now see what is in the grey code and where the grey code are used. So first of all, the grey code are widely used to facilitate the error correction in the digital communication, means in the digital television or some cable television system. It is used to detect or correct the error into the digital communication like the digital TV, fine, and the some cable TV also. Now see, before we start the grey code, because grey code is using one operation, that is the XOR operation, fine. Grey code is using one operation frequently, that is the XOR operation. So we will first see the scenario for the XOR operation. Okay, we'll first I will first introduce what is the XOR operation. Now what is the XOR operation? See, basically if your bit 2 bits, that is the first will make the sequence of the different combination of the bit. So we are having 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. Okay. Now what XOR will do, if your 2 bits are equal, then your XOR operation output is 0. Okay. And if your 2 bits are unequal, then your XOR output is 1, or either we can say if number of 1 is odd, then output is 1, and if the number of 1 is even, then output is 0. Okay, I am repeating. What is the, how will calculate the XOR, or what is the procedure in the XOR operation? So if your bits, 2 bits are same, then the output of the XOR operation is 0, and if your 2 bits are different, then output of the XOR operation is 1. Either we can say if the number of 1 is odd, then output of the XOR is 1, and if the number of 1 is even, output is 0. Okay, we will see the example. First bit 1 is 0, bit 2 is 0. Okay, so the output of the XOR operation is 0 simply. Why? Because these 2 bits are same, or we can say that number of 1 is 0 and 0 is even number, that is why here 0, right. Again the bit 1 is 0, bit 2 is 1. So our output is 1 because these 2 bits are different, right. Again the bit 1 is 1, bit 2 is 0. So our output is 1 because these 2 bits are different, or we can say that the number of 1 is odd in both the cases, and that is why I will write the 1. Okay. In the last example, the 2 bits are same, that is why the output is 0, or either we can say that this number of, means in this example number of 1 is even, right. Number of 1 is 2. Okay, there are 2 1, this is 1 and this is 2, and 2 is even number, that is why our XOR output of the XOR operation is the 0. I hope you understand this concept, because XOR operation is used in gray code. Fine. Now first of all we will see how we will find the gray code. Fine. How will, means suppose in any example the gray code is given, okay, otherwise the binary number is given, and how we will convert from one format to the another format. We will see one example. See, we are having one binary number, that is the 0010. Okay, we are having one binary number, that is the 0010. Okay. Now what we will do, we are trying to convert these binary number to the gray code. Okay, we are trying to convert these binary number to the gray code. Fine. Now what is the procedure behind this, and what is the importance of XOR operation in this conversion? Fine. I will explain this all. First of all, for converting binary number to the gray code, first step, the first bit will keep as it is. The first step, the first bit we will keep as it is. So we will keep this 0 as it is. Okay. Now from the next step, that is the step 2, we will make the combination or the bunch of 2, or we will make the pair of 2 bits. So first we will make the pair of this first 2 0, and we will perform XOR operation on this first 2 0. Now what is the output if there are 2 same bit? What is the output of XOR operation if there are 2 bits same? The output is 0. We have seen in the previous slide, right. Again we will make the combination of the second and third bit. We will make the pair of the second and third bit. We will apply XOR operation. Fine. So our second bit is 0, third bit is 1. We will apply XOR operation. So output is 1. Obviously, why? Because the bits are different, that is why the output is 1. Now in the next step, again we will make the pair of the third and fourth bit. Again we will make the pair of the third and fourth bit, and we will apply the XOR operation, right. So we are having the third bit, that is the 1, fourth bit, that is the 0. We will make the pair and will apply the XOR. The output is 1. Why the output is 1? Because these 2 bits are different. These 2 bits are different. So obviously the output is 1. So what is the final output of this binary number 0010? The final output of this binary number 0010 is 0011. This is the number in the gray code. This is the gray code. Fine. I am repeating whole the procedure. We want to convert the binary number. First of all, what is the input? Input is the one binary number, that is the 0010. Okay, our input is one binary number, that is the 0010. And what we want to find? We want to convert this binary number to the gray code. We want to convert this binary number to the gray code. Fine. So what we will do? We will first we will keep, what is the procedure? For our first bit will remain as it is. While we are converting binary number to the gray code, our first bit remain as it is, right? So 0 is remaining 0. Now we will make the pair of the two bits from the first bit. First we will make the pair of the first and second bit. We will apply XOR operation. Then we will make the pair of the second and third bit. We will apply XOR operation. Then we will make the pair of the third and fourth bit. We will apply the XOR operation, right? So first 0 is 0. Okay. Now we will make the pair of this 2 0. We'll apply XOR. This will give the output 0. Again 0 1. Will apply XOR operation. The output is 1. Again 1 0. Will apply XOR. The output is 1. Fine. We'll see some more example. Our binary number is 1101. Fine. Our binary number is 1101, and we want to convert this into the gray code. Now what we'll do again? What is the procedure? What was the procedure behind this? So first of all, we'll keep our first bit as it is. So we'll keep 1 as it is, right? Now then from the second step, we will make the pair of each 2 bits. So first we will make the pair of this first 1 1. Okay, these 2 are same. So output of the XOR is 0. Then we will make the pair of this second and third bit. Okay, second and third bit, the bits are different. So output of the XOR is 1. Then we will make the pair of this 0 and 1, will apply XOR. So the output is 1. Why the output is 1 over here? Because these bits are different. Otherwise we can say that number of 1 is odd. Okay, so the output of the binary number 1101 is 1011. The output of the binary number 1101 is 1011, right? We will see one more example. Suppose we are having the binary number, that is the 4 times 1, and we want to convert this binary number to the gray code. So first we'll do, what we'll do? We'll make first bit as it is, that is 1. Now we'll try to make the pair of each 2 bit. So starting from the first bit. So we'll make 1 1, pair of the 1 1. These 2 bits are the same. So the output of the XOR is 0. Again we'll make the pair of the second and third bit. Again these 2 bits are same. So output of the XOR operation is 0, right? Again we'll make the pair of these last 2 bits and apply XOR operation. The output is 0. So our output of this binary number, that is the 1000. This is the gray code. Fine. We'll see one more example. Suppose we are having the binary number 4 times 0. What is the procedure? First we will convert this number into the gray code. So what is the procedure? First bit remains as it is. Okay. Now we apply. Now we'll try to make the pair of the two bits. We'll first make this pair of this first 2 0. These 2 bits are same. So the output is 0, right? Again we'll try to make the pair of this 2 bit. These 2 bits are same. So output is 0. So output XOR is 0. Again we'll make the pair of the last 2 bit and we'll apply XOR. Fine, these 2 bits are same. So the output is 0, because if the bits are same, the output is 0, and if bits are different, the output is 1. So what we seen in the today's lecture, we have seen the different 2 numbers, that is the one is the gray code and one is the BCD. Both are used in the digital communication and digital display. Fine. We have also seen the example how to convert the decimal number to the binary coded decimal. That means how to convert 1-digit decimal number to the binary coded decimal. We also have seen how to convert 2-digit decimal to the binary coded decimal. We also have seen the example of how to convert 3-digit decimal number to the binary coded decimal. We have also seen the example of the gray code, that means how to convert binary number to the gray code. Fine. In the next lecture, we will see the introduction of the gates, logical gates. Fine. Thank you.